So, yesterday I was out here on my floaty because it was still the calm before the storm. But as you can see now, the storm is starting to affect things and we are starting to get the water churned up. Right now, the storm is way out there. Way out there. So, as I said yesterday, don't be a reactionary. One of the first steps to empowerment, self-empowerment, is to not be a reactionary. That doesn't mean don't be prepared. That doesn't mean don't inform yourself about what's going on. It means be so prepared that you become unflappable. Because you know that you're going to do what needs to be done in any given situation. And don't be dependent on anybody, especially a government agency, to help you through times of struggle. They've failed us countless times. To give them our trust that somehow they're going to get this one right would be folly among a population of people who have been taking care of themselves their whole life, despite the yoke that the government is. The government actually slows us down and hinders us from being independent, being empowered. So to truly be empowered, you have to almost be an outlaw in today's system. So I guess now we are at 2023. I do believe we have enough historical facts to be able to say that we need to do something different. And I believe that empowerment, self-empowerment, is the first step to us all working together and no longer needing liars, thieves, extortionists, and overall worthless members of society to be the people that we turn to when we see a crisis. And we can talk about the next crisis, the crisis that's definitely looming on the horizon, actually, that nobody wants to talk about, is we are going through a currency restructure. No matter what, the current currency, the Federal Reserve note, has been devalued so grossly over the last 100 years that it's almost become a joke amongst the international population. But the US military and its ability to overthrow governments covertly and overtly has maintained what was called the petrodollar for about 50 years. But that's starting to crumble too. Not only that, they have printed so much money that they've literally devalued it to the point where you can't buy anything at a grocery store that doesn't cost less than $7. And families are struggling to feed their children. And food stamp programs are being dished out at exorbitant rates in order to cover that cost. But the food stamp program itself allows the inflation to continue, and it will continue. And the food stamps that you're now getting are going to have to go up again and again and again until the whole debt system collapses in on itself. This mathematically needs to happen. There's no other way around it. So what are the options? Well, we know what the World Economic Forum wants. They want a global digital currency that they dish out to us. They want social credit scores. They want basically a meritocracy that they control. And I don't know about you, but that sounds like the worst idea ever. But there are options. There are options. Right now, you do have cryptocurrencies. We do have gold and silver. We do have marbles. We could start an entire currency based on the exchange of marbles, as long as we were exchanging goods and services for those marbles. You can go all the way back to barter. Look up what the people in Greece did after the financial collapse of '08. And better yet, go look at what the people of Iceland did after the collapse of '08. These are models that are worth emulating. Let's not be victims anymore. Let's be an empowered population who knows what we want. And let's make that happen outside of the governmental structure that truly doesn't give a fuck about us. I love you all. We are in very interesting times. And I believe that if we work together, that we can make a better world for ourselves and for our progeny. The Mass Empowerment Project, Jonas Minardi coming to you. I'm going to start shooting more videos, especially now because we're going to head into an election year and the ludicrousy of our election process needs to be pointed out over and over and over again. Have a great day. Don't be a reactionary. Be empowered. Let's get this thing.